Soul contracts can be beautiful. Loving relationships between people that help create growth, transformation, and even access to unconditional love. People are always interested in learning about the soul contract that unites them with their significant other, mother, sister, etc. After all, knowing your soul contract means you are already well on your way to building a successful relationship. However, a soul contract can also be a difficult obstacle that prevents people from achieving their dreams, finding a best friend, or even being successful in business. When a soul contract blocks the way, it's discouraging and always confusing. Many people have tried their best to find true love and failed, only because they were blocked by a soul contract. Today we share with you the 5 most common soul contracts that you need to break free from. 1. Transparency soul contract. Are you afraid of being seen going it alone, like someone who doesn't break the rules? It's a very common agreement that we use as a means of protection. You will reduce the likelihood of being penalized if you stay in the background. But if you want to start a business, become an expert in your field, write a book, and do many other things, you need to stand out. When you finally break free from this soul contract, you will find that many doors of opportunity start to open for you. Your life depends on your ability to chart your own course. 2. Martyrdom soul contract. Do you find it difficult to say no? When it comes to helping other people, do you prioritize their needs or desires over your own? Do you feel better if you sacrifice your own needs to make someone else happy? If you answered yes to any of these questions, it could mean that you are feeling exhausted and worn out, that you are frustrated, or that you feel like other people do not like you. You most likely believe that being called selfish is the worst insult, and you probably go to great lengths to avoid being called that. When you finally break this soul contract, you will better understand who you should help and when you should help them. You can also continue to take care of yourself while giving to others. 3. Loneliness soul contract. Have you had one disappointment after another without ever finding your soulmate? Have you tried blind dates or online dating? Although there are many different contracts that could stand in the way of a person finding love, the loneliness soul contract is one of the hardest to deal with. If you can break free of this contract, you will at last be able to experience the love and support that you have been looking for. 4. Anxiety soul contract. Your soul will force you into this contract if you're always feeling anxious, nervous, or worried. When one of your worries subsides, do you quickly replace it with another? You may consider this to be normal, but it's not. In many instances, it is a contract that you made at some point in a past life, and that your soul still believes to be valid. 5. Loyalty soul contract. Do you stand up for your friends, lovers, no matter what they do or how they treat you? Have you ever heard yourself say, "Yes, he's mean, but he's my uncle," or "I have no choice, he's my boss"? This soul contract often makes you create a situation in which you feel helpless or stuck when considering changing or leaving a relationship because you don't want to abandon the other person. How to start breaking free from these contracts. You must understand that you cannot breast soul contracts in any way you want. That is not how this works. You must first do the work to understand how this contract has served and harmed you. The second step is awareness. For instance, if you have a problem with martyrdom, you should give yourself a few weeks to come to terms with the fact that you are sacrificing your own needs in favor of those of another individual. You will start to see patterns in your behavior, and as they emerge, it will become progressively easier for you to recognize the times when you tend to sacrifice yourself for others. Then, knowing the contract will bring a moment of clarity. If you normally say, "Yes, I'll take Marie to the pool on Saturday so you can go to the gym," you'll take a moment before giving your answer. You'll realize the power you have over your decisions and tell yourself, Do I want to keep repeating the same pattern or change things this time? Once you've made different decisions, you accelerate the process. There is no right or wrong choice. All that matters is what works for you. It's about becoming aware of the pattern and how it presents itself in your life, and then taking steps to free yourself from this contract.